at the airport for another trip. This time going to, you can't see it, but going to Tampa for the weekend to check out Tampa Bay. So this should be fun. And I have on a mask because a lot of people like to cough and sneeze and all that type of stuff on the plane, and COVID numbers are on the rise. So I'm like, let me put on a mask. But anyhow, we're here. So get ready, we're gonna have some fun. And we got, can I tell you? So we got here like really late. So the fact that we made it, the flight was delayed. So we ended up being good. But the fact that we made it when we did, honey, I was clutching my pearls because, honey, I did not think we was gonna make this flight on time. But we did. Because it was delayed. So let's enjoy this quick weekend trip to Tampa. See what we can fit in. So we officially have made it to Tampa with my travel gal, Coriya. Things at the airport, I'm not gonna say they were crazy, but our flight did get delayed. Ooh, this actually may not be bad.
Oh.
So we're out, we're looking for something to eat, and we randomly just kind of came to this place called Big Ray's Fish Camp and Grill.
Very random.
So we're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, the weather here is nice. The hotel has been pretty good. We're staying back there at the embassy. Yeah, so let me show you this this menu that we just scrolled up on. Actually looks pretty decent. Yeah. So, and if it's on the water, I think I'm here for it.
Oh my gosh. And
nice little situation
everything comes
here
with garlic Parmesan fries.
Up, I think we found dinner. I think it's actually really good right here, yes. But we just got finished having dinner at Big Ray's. We both got the shrimp basket with loaded fries. I was pleased. I was pleased. And the ambiance was really cute sitting out by the water. So this is a nice little spot. If you were coming to Tampa, I would recommend trying out Big Ray's Fish Camp. And then there's also a bar right across from Big Ray's, so that, there's also, I'm gonna leave that alone. There's also a bar across, so if you wanna grab something to drink, you can do that as well. So we're gonna walk, burn off some of these calories, and maybe find something sweet. Maybe. Maybe. By a little bakery, and I got, you can't really see it because I'm trying to videotape, there we go, some ice cream. And this is creme brulee, something, something, something. What, no, this is gelato. What is this?
Gelato, but it's creme brulee.
Yeah, so that's what I got. But I just want to point out that the room is low-key kind of ghetto because we don't have a room number. So, you know, I just kind of swipe my card and hope for the best. But embassy, y'all got to do better. Come on now. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. No numbers, just glue. Boo. In the hotel room. Yeah. We just had dinner, walked the river walk area, and that was it. A lot of things were closing or had already closed, so we just decided to bring it in. So good night, world. See you for day 2. Morning, day 2 of Tampa. We got some breakfast, and by we I mean me. Just some egg whites and some bacon, nothing too crazy. Coriya wants some coffee with some plant-based creamer, which I completely understand, but they don't have, the hotel doesn't have any, but I directed her to go to Starbucks, so maybe she'll do that. But yeah, the breakfast situation is actually pretty nice. It's like buffet style. They cook the omelets. There's a waffle station. This is a lot bigger breakfast situation than I've seen at a lot of, I gotta stop asking questions. That's how much I don't be paying attention to what be happening in life. But the breakfast situation is a lot bigger than most embassies that I've been to. So.
And it's pretty good. I would have loved to have a little bit more fruit, but
agreed. Yeah, that is the only thing, and I need a napkin. That is the only thing I would have to agree on is the fruit selection isn't the best. It's like cantaloupe and grapefruit, and I would like a strawberry and a grape and something like that. But outside of that, everything else is closed. So, day 2 in Tampa. Good morning. Coriya?
the best.
Maybe. I've been shaking my head since this landed on the table. I'm about to clean this plate.
She asked you like one question.
Clean this. Oh my
Maybe
God.
two. She's like, leave
It's
it
so
up to you.
fresh.
Like, that's it.
I'm about to clean this plate. Like it. And I'm gonna keep shaking my head because it's so amazing. Like, oh my gosh, you've got to get here. Let me fix you eat my food. So how cool is this? I don't know if anybody else gets this tour, but we did. We're in a wine cellar. I'm just casually, walking up this ladder because, hey, that's what you do. And yeah, I'm just here because I get to do it. Isn't this cool? Oh my gosh. So we're taking a water taxi to the aquarium. There's a ship that we're going to do that we're going to walk over walk past. Or just getting content. So yeah. Okay, we're doing an American ship tour, and baby, it is hot. I don't even think you understand.
I don't even want to talk. I'm just going to let Jackie talk.
It's hot. Quite interesting though. I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff on here, but baby,
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
ain't no way I could be on this boat. You see that? God ain't pleased. That felt like hell.
Yeah, I'm just going to say like
That's crazy. Look at the anchor. That's huge.
oh, wow.
Yeah, so we just got done doing the American ship situation. Don't really know the name, but needless to say, we did it. It was actually really educational. I have a thing about ships since the Titanic, and it was really interesting to see that, the ship, and just kind of learn about it, and how it was out for World War II, the Vietnam War, and the last time that the boat Victory was out was back in 2019. So it's still a pretty functional boat, and they have taken it out pretty recently. So that was actually cool. Jeff was amazing. So if you come here and you're looking for somebody to guide you around, ask for Jeff. He was great. We asked him one question about like why it was so hot one area versus the other, and then literally he took us on like a whole impromptu tour, which was great. So ask for Jeff. This was great, really great, very educational, and I think you could bring the kids to this. I mean, they may run around and, you know, act crazy, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Coriya?
Highly recommend.
It was a little hot, but outside of that, it was cool. So come check it out. I like it. Now we're gonna get on this water taxi and catch some air. I should have brought my tripod. I didn't. We stopped into Amateur Works. We stopped by here. Casually walked around. Ended up getting some chips and queso. Amazing. This right here, it is a wine-based ginger mamarita. It's so good. One thing about me, when you travel with me, like Coriya just said,
We gonna eat.
we're gonna eat, because that is the beauty of traveling. No matter where you go, is you need to try the local cuisine. You need to try what the locals eat. Not that, you know, Tampa is super unlocal to us because we live in the United States, but come out and eat the food and enjoy the food. Like, that's the part of traveling. So that is exactly what we're doing. It's we're eating.
We have walked.
We have.
We have walked.
Yeah. So, thoroughly pleased with the queso and the mamarita. It's good. Cora Jean, as she calls herself, is getting some sun pictures, making the light do what it do. We are about to go to 7th and Grove for brunch. We've heard really great things about it. So that's where we're going. And I'm gonna go to the other camera. Jackie, get your life together. I'm gonna go to the other mirror so y'all can see the fit. I'm actually really excited about it. It's giving cute. Okay, stand by. Standing outside of 7th and Grove, Coriya, thoughts?
Phenomenal. Everything. Service, food, you name it. It was really good.
And if you come to 7th and Grove on the restaurant side, I would highly recommend asking for Santiago. He was our server. He was super sweet, super nice. We asked for a few things, and by a few things like ketchup and like an extra like little, I guess it was like a tartar sauce type of situation. But he was like super cool and super nice, and brought the food out really fast. So
yeah, and let's not forget about the manager, Jarvis. Top notch.
Yes.
Absolutely top notch. Did we mention that it was black owned? Did we say that?
It is. So it is black owned. So if you decide to come to Tampa, I would highly recommend 7th Grove. Eat Vibe Flourish. And the cool thing is they have a restaurant side and then they have like a lounge side.
Baby.
So on the restaurant side you can just order like, you know, regular food, whatever. And then on the lounge side there's like a DJ in there. There is buffet, which is like $49 for like mimosas and like the buffet food. A really dope vibe on a Sunday. And y'all know I brunch, so
The brunch queen, okay?
Okay, so this is where you need to be. So yeah, would highly recommend 7th and Grove. Was thoroughly pleased. Check it out. All right, official recap of Visit Tampa, our trip to Tampa. Let's start with, should we start with positives or like opportunities?
Sure, let's start with opportunities.
Okay, we'll start with opportunities. I'll let you go with your opportunities first. Things that could be better.
So, opportunities. Embassy was cool, but there were like little things. I was like, First of all, we had no numbers on our room, so we had to guess that it was our room because it was next to the number that was supposed to be our room. And late checkout was like an hour. Like, I really think Embassy could have did just a little bit better. And then the water taxi times were off a little bit, kind of hard to understand, like when they were coming, when they weren't. But the water taxi was great. It really was. It was awesome. And I don't really have a lot more.
So it's funny. The Embassy, and we haven't discussed this. It's literally just like, you know, off the cuts. I would have to say the Embassy definitely would be one of my opportunities. There's definitely a lot of room for growth with the Embassy, and I've done Embassy a lot over my life, so I was kind of taken aback by how, I don't know, this respective situation was. We didn't have any room numbers on the door. Water was scarce, and what was the other thing? Oh yeah, so I had requested, or we wanted a late checkout, 3 o'clock, an extra $150 for a later checkout. So I requested or asked if we could do 12 o'clock. They said 12 o'clock is fine, so we were able to do 12 o'clock. And then to house our luggage for a few hours, we had to pay for that too, which was also something I have never experienced. So a lot of room for growth with the Embassy. So if you come to
Fruit
Tampa,
at breakfast.
oh yeah, the fruit wasn't really all that great either. It was just like cantaloupe. I went back later and ended up getting some pineapple, but there's some room for growth there as well. So Embassy, I would say 6 out of 10. A lot of room for growth there. Water taxi times were off. I think some of that was because of there was a cruise ship. And my only suggestion there would be if there is a cruise ship that's leaving out, that, you know, when you're getting on the boat, that's something that they tell you and alert you that times may be off. But outside of that, it was a very easy, very convenient way to get around without having to like do a whole bunch. And the people on the boat were pretty nice. And I think that's all I have as far as just that's all I have for opportunities. Wins.
Food.
Chef's kiss.
Food in Tampa.
The Columbia?
Gosh, the Columbia.
Hands down. We went there yesterday for lunch, and I wanted to go back for dinner. Like, that's how good it was. They
Like top restaurants ever. Like
Michelin, yeah, they're Michelin recommended. Like, they are good quality. So would highly recommend. I should have brought my tripod. That's why I keep switching hands, because my arm gets tired.
And not just the food, the customer service,
yes,
the presentation, table-side sangrias.
And not only at the Columbia, we went to a few different places. We went to Amateur Works yesterday, and we got Empamamas or whatever. Is that what it was called?
We got them. We went to Empamamas and we got a Margarita.
They let you sample the Margarita because we were like, we don't really know. She's like, do you want to sample it? Like, you didn't have to let us sample it, but you did. Definitely appreciate it. Don't know your name, but appreciate that. So that was really good. Just that bit of service. And then we went to 7th and Grove today, and I can't remember his name. Santiago was super sweet. The manager was super sweet. Jarvis was super sweet. Even the lady at the receptionist, she was like super sweet as well, trying to help us like figure out if we were on the lounge side or if we were on the restaurant side. So yeah, service overall was pretty good. The weather did what it needed to do. So no complaints there. Yeah, so I think the only thing that needs some improvement would be the Embassy, and everything else is good. Tampa was fun, and I'll be back.
These untapped areas that we just keep.
Yeah. The Columbia alone is gonna make me come back.
Right.
So, yes. Yeah. That's a wrap. See you guys for the next trip.